Alright guys, I pulled my traps in that one place where I already caught 5 and come to another area. I've already made my sets, but I'm going to show them to you on my way out. Explain to you when I've done a little bit. Alright. Alright, so right here we got they coming up, chewed this tree down, starting to skin it down there. And when I done, I set me a 330 right there. Covered the springs up with some grass, right coming up right beside that log. I put me a little castor stick. I didn't put no castor mound, just a stick right there. Right there's their house. So let's move right down, not very far. And right here, right there's the hut, the house. Straight across from there. Made me a little castor mound. Got my trap right there. Drowning cable going right out through there and into some deep water. So hopefully they'll come right out of their house there, smell this castor, get hit. Alright, coming on down through here, there's quite a bit of sign everywhere. There's a few places with the sign, kind of old stuff, but there's a frog jumping down through there. Alright. So there's so many places that make sense, but I didn't. I want to bombard them with a castor mound every 10 feet, you know. So, going down here a little bit. See, right here would have been a good place to make a set. But I didn't. Got a set right up there. You can see where they're traveling right down through here. Okay. There's their feed pile. They stock that up for winter time. Trail going right through there to the feed pile, coming down through here. Yeah, here's some fresh shootings taking down this tree here. So maybe a little castor mound right here. Traps right there. Sliding cable out there in the deep water. So hopefully we'll have one there. Now, once I get on down my next trap, I'll turn you back on and we'll look at it. Alright guys, here's my next set. Down a little ways from that other one. And just done a little 330 right there. A little stick with some lure on it. Covered my springs up. Tried to hide the outline of the trap just a little bit. Wait, they'll come down through here. Hopefully smell that. And they're coming up through here anyway. I didn't dig that little trench. That's where they're coming. So hopefully they'll check that out. And we'll have one there. All right, let's walk on down a little bit. I mean, just look. I always chew when they're doing. Okay. And cutting that one down. I already cut those 2 down. Starting to skin them up. So, right here, same thing. Got me a little castor mound. My trap's right there. Sliding cable. Now this one's a little bit shallower. So I put me a tangle stick out there. hopefully once they go out the cable, they start trying to pull back, they'll get tangled around that stick and won't make it back here to shore. So just look at all this. Man. Right here would have been a good place to set too, but I may end up putting one there eventually. But just maybe just do a little blind set or something. Well, I got stuff to go ahead and do it. I might as well do it, don't you think? We'll see what we got tomorrow. May put one out tomorrow. But I mean, they're coming all up through here. Right here, I didn't put no caster. It's just a blind set. Because, I mean, that's grass. It's coming up through here. I don't know if third one's digging up there or not. Don't make any sense. I don't know why they dig down to the roots. They usually just cut off at the top. This is just a little blind set. Drowning cable. Now I do have me a drowning stick out there. It's under the water, but it should work. We'll walk them down. So I could make sense here, but like I said, I don't want to bombard them. Have them set every 5 feet. They start getting suspicious real quick, you know. But I mean, they're coming up everywhere. Everywhere, you know. So. Yeah, I mean, right there, I think it's an old tree trunk. I think there's a den right there. Maybe not, but I mean, it's just too deep to get over. So I could go across the dam, but I'd just soon not to. If I can trap them on one side, that's what I'll do. They keep coming up through here. Okay, got a little done, dammed it up, got a little cove over there. Now I'm sure there's gonna be a den up in there, but same thing, can't get to it. So. Alright, so right here at this cove, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a den. So same thing. Cast them around. Got my trap standing out quite a bit, but hopefully they don't get scared of that. It's supposed to get a lot of rain tonight. So drowning cable out, deep water. So hopefully they'll drown up there. Got my caster around. Now I'm using my own lure that I made. So on all of these sets except for the 2 330s, I just put some it's just a different lure. So all right guys, we'll see. The dam is right there. Now this wasn't here last year. There's a big pond up through there. If y'all watched my videos, I caught several up through there, but they've quit using that pond and they built this. I mean, they built this in a year, not even. Well, 11 months was when I quit trapping up there. So, I mean, they built this in Well, by the time they moved down here, probably 8, 9, 10 months. That's crazy. But, all right, guys. We'll see what we get tomorrow. Pretty sure we'll catch a couple. I hope, anyway. As long as it ain't been trapped yet, we should. All right. See y'all tomorrow. Appreciate you. All right, guys. I was just wanting to show you something. Right there's the dam. It ain't very long at all. 20 feet, maybe. But, I mean, there's several places right here I could have made sets. You know, it's actually very pretty. But the reason I didn't make any sets right here, well, there's my car parked right on the road. So if I'd make a set right here on the corner of the dam or something, and it didn't go out, get stuck, and expire, then I'd have me a live beaver right here on the bank, people driving by. But I mean, they're in here working too. There's some fresh chewings right there. Fresh chewings there. Come over here below the dam. Stepped on where they cut a thing down. Come here below the dam. There's some fresh chewings. Now look at this tree. When they finish that tree off, it's going across. Well, some of it's going to end up in the road. Fresh chewings there. Fresh chewings right here. And I mean, just look at this creek. This is what that creek looked like before they done that dam. That dam's probably 8 foot tall right there, 9. But I mean, this is what they do. They'll take a little bitty creek, you can't even get your ankles wet in, and they'll make a big old pond like that. They're amazing creatures, they really are. So, on down here, there's fresh cuttings everywhere. There's a tree they cut laying across the creek. But it's just so cool what they can do. But, all right, guys, we'll talk with you tomorrow. Appreciate you. All right, guys, I just want to show you one more thing. Right here's the pond that I trapped. I think I got 6 out of here. 5, 6, 7, something like that. But hang on, let me flip this around and I'll show you. Hey, here's that big old pond. Now all of that water was up to the bottom of them tree roots right there. And all out through there, that water come all the way up where all that green grass is, where them trees were laying down. All of that right there was underwater. That rock, well, those rocks that had been put together, that was underwater. That water was up to that tree. I had a set on that tree right there. A castor mound set right at the foot of that tree. And this is what's left. Now there's still a pretty good pond here, but there's no fresh chewings. Let me see if I can zoom in. Right there. Let's see. Right there. That big grass mound right there. That was that big, huge hut that was muddied up. There's grass growing on it now. Now I believe there's probably still a few beaver in here working this. But I couldn't get to the runs on that hut last year. Now there's no water on the backside of it. I mean, it's just crazy how tall that thing is now. If there is beaver using it, I could definitely get to the runs now, but I don't think I'm going to trap it. Now, right on up above, I can see they've made another dam. And it was just a little small dam last time. But it's up there now. I may walk up there and make some sense, see what it looks like. But I say what's happened is the beaver I didn't catch, they've moved up and they've obviously moved down. Now all this water right here is backed up from that one little dam that I showed you. This is the dam I walked across last year. And I mean, the water on this side was pretty much coming over it. But this side here, it was just one of them little creek like I showed you down there. It was 10, 12 foot down there. But I was just wanting to show you what these guys can do in less than a year's time. So this water here, which was 10, 12 feet below this water, is now the same height, the same level. And right there's a little crossover. And I mean, I could set that crossover, no problem. And it would be fine. But there's fresh chewings up here too. So I mean, it would be easy to make a set up here. I'm a pretty good ways from where my last set. So maybe, we'll see. All right, guys. Sorry I keep bothering you, but I was just wanting to show you how things has changed. So, I mean, if y'all seen my video last year, y'all seen this pond. And all that grass back up through there was not there. It was underwater. So, all right, guys. Talk with you later. All right, guys. Here we are, first trap. There's my castor man. The trap's not in its bed. I don't see anything floating down there. So I'll pull her up. Whether I got something or if it's a miss, I'll show you guys. All right, see you here in just a sec. Okay, guys. First trap, first catch. It's a big beaver. It ain't a great big beaver. It's probably 30 pounds. Still got a nice little tail on it. But all right, let's leave the camera on. Walk on up here a little bit. See if we can find anything else. This next one was just a blind set. Not really expecting a whole lot on it, but we'll see. I got a lot of rain last night. And just look at all the places they could come up. Makes blind set hard. But it's just amazing. Like I said, they done all this in less than a year. Amazing how they do this. Just like it looks like one came up right here. Huh. That's it. Alright, here's my blind set. And they did not come up here. Alright. We'll walk on up here a little bit and check the rest. If I got anything, we'll let you know. Alright guys, here's second castor mound set. Trap's not in the bed. I don't see anything floating in the water. Like there's my swivel stick there. But I'm gonna pull it up and like I said, if it's a catch, if it's a miss, I'll let you know. All right, guys, that last set, it was a miss. Walked up here a little bit, and we got us a beaver right there. So I'm gonna have to give him a little love tap. Not a very good sized beaver, not a big beaver, but hey, we'll take him. He's wrapped up in some trash and stuff, so I'll give him a little love tap, let him expire, and walk up and check these other ones. All right, guys, hang on just a second. All right, guys, I just gave him a little love tap. That's my love tapper. He's expiring. We'll walk on up here and check some more. So there's 2 beaver out of this spot first night. So we've got 2 beaver, 1 miss. Coming on up here. I'm not seeing any splashing. So either we ain't got one or he drowned. Alright, that one ain't messed with. House is right there. And it don't look like my 330's been messed with. So nope. 330 set right there. Alright. So alright, we got a 2 beaver to haul out of here. Ain't bad. Got to remake him too, and we'll head to the next spot where the guy's property is being flooded. It's rough. So, alright guys, we'll see you here in a little bit. Alright guys, got this set remade. Caster's still good. Trap's right there. Had this guy buy a back foot, and he was tangled. Clothes, trash bags. Just where people just throw their trash over the side of the road here. Got down here, and then they flooded it up. And then you got trash bags full of clothes right under the water. Well, here's that beaver. Another good sized beaver. I believe both of these are 2-year-olds. They're about 30, 35 pounds maybe. But I tell you, it's not a bad day, really. I had 5 leg holds, 2 330s, 2 beaver, 1 miss. Been better if I wouldn't have had that miss, but yeah. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Appreciate you. All right, guys, here's them two beavers side by side. You know, they're exactly the same size pretty much. And I say that they come out of that group that I trapped last year. Moved down, got kicked down here, 2-year-olds. So, I mean, tails are the same. That one's still a lot wetter where it actually drowned. But, I mean, they're pretty much identical. So, I believe these were 2-year-olds that were kicked out last spring. And from the colony that I trapped up there in that big pond. So, that's what they do. They'll keep the kids for 2 years. In the spring of the when they turn 2, they kick them out, and they move downstream, upstream, and cause havoc on other people. So, all right, we gotta get this one reset, and then we'll move on to that one guy's house. Had a little old lady reach out to me last night. She had some beavers move into her property and flooding her land, getting in her house. So we're gonna swing by there, check it out, set some traps. All right, guys, we'll talk with you later. Bye.